Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. So today I am just discussing about my new final year project, that is virtual presentation and virtual board, which is done by using Mediapipe, which is powered by Google. And here my mentors, Professor Anindya Bakshi sir and Professor Somnath Chowdhury. And first of all, I like to introduce myself. I am Jaydeep from Murshidabad College of Engineering and Technology. Here my teammates, and now I just show my project that what we have done. So whatever you just see, this slide is a part of our project, and there is another project we have done, so we will discuss later. And you can see that whenever I just show my little finger, it will the slide will move forward. So that's mean there is some several operation are presented in this slide. It is a uh, kind of a prototype. So yeah, so there are several operation we will discuss one by one. So you can see that in the right side there is a camera are shown here. So it is directly operated by the camera. Everything are done by using camera, so it is necessary that you have to install a camera, or you can run this program in some kind of a built-in camera devices, such as laptop and PC, which is connected with a webcam. And yeah, so in this camera there we can see there is a green line over there, and the reason behind this green line is that you can easily navigate in the previous and next slide by using the showing the thumb and the little finger. So I just show the example. If I show the little finger, it will go forward, and if I show the thumb finger, it will go backwards, right? And there is some other hand gesture are present, like a pointer. You can use the pointer to show the something important to the client, or something someone to the child, or you can say some kind of it is generally used for a business requirement kind of, or you can say in a corporate world it is the perfect use for that. Yeah, and there is another operation of a draw. So if I just mark it like a Google, I just show something. So I just use the draw function and I just show it over there, right? So there is another hand gesture present, like undo. So if you do something wrong in draw, so you can just undo it by showing the three finger, right? So it will undo. And yeah, so this is the first project whatever we have shown. And there is another project, it is a virtual presentation. Now we are talking about the virtual board. So first I just open it up, so give me a second for that. And yeah, it will take a little it will take several seconds to open it up. Yeah, it will open now. So so here you can see that it is a kind of a futuristic kind of a board. We heard about the whiteboard, green board, and blackboard, but it is a kind of a virtually board which is present. We will show here. So there in the top, we can see there are several pens over there with a different color. So you can select those pen by using by showing these two finger. You can just move it over there and it will select it automatically. Suppose I just want to write something in a red color, so I just choose it over there and I just show one finger to write it. Right, if I just move sorry, if I just suppose I just draw by mistake there, it's a line, so I just go to the eraser and I choose the eraser one and I just erase it, and I just choose the green pen and I just draw over it. So it is a very practical and very innovative thing. So there is some kind of a faulty over there, because there is a kind of a detection fault. So don't worry, it is a kind of a prototype. In future we can, if in future if the company wants to implement these things in the further, so it is very good enough. And I will show everything that how I work it, how it's to work. So first of all, something we have to know about it. So I just open this presentation where I just written what the things which I have to know. Wait a second, just yeah. So first thing, something we have to know about it, like VR. So VR is a conceptual similar means it is a kind of a simulator, creating of a simulator in a 3D world. So we see some of the VR games are presented. So we have to install for we have to set, first we have to set up some VR tools like a sensor and VR deck and many more. So from there, whenever we just enter in a virtual world, it will seems like a real world, but it is not a present really. Means in a reality it is not present. So it is we have to know about it, VR concept, because it is a kind of a partially part of it. And if we just move, there is a AR, that is a augment reality. So there are something thing that we can implement in our real world, but it means something virtual which have to implement in our real world. So that is a AR. So the good example of an AR is you we all use some we all use filter, right? And there are several filter of Snapchats and Facebook. There are some kind of a funny filter over there. So those filter are a part of a AR. You have to play a game called as a Pokemon Go. So that concept is totally based on the AR, right? So in AR it is not only is implement in a game only. So in a future world, there are several companies which is trying to build a AR model where the patient, if suppose a patient is admitted in a hospital, so doctors scan their the parts of the body where it is injured or wounded. So it will scan over there, and he can easily just means he can easily understand that what the problem of the patient, right? And by using of that, it was very easily the doctor can help their patient and recovery from that injury. And here we recently heard about something new, that is a metaverse. So metaverse is actually maybe first time discussed in 1992 in a novel called a Snow Crash. Yeah. And recently the Facebook company has changed their name from Facebook to Meta. The reason behind it, because the Facebook wants to build a meta universe, that is a name as a metaverse. So you can go to that website that which is already shown here. And we here basically we just create another universe or another world where you can create your own avatar and buy your properties. You can easily meet with your friends. You can attend different classes and attend different offices. So we will show some of the image here. Like in the first image we can see that here we can see that the students are study means a group of students are studying in a virtual world. And here in the second picture we can see that a group of employees are sit together and arrange a meet and discuss some kind of a tech or in a corporate world, right? It is very useful for them. And we will move. So here we know we must know about the Mediapipe, because all those things are run by using Mediapipe. So Mediapipe is a managing resource by using managing resource of a CPU and GPU. And with the help of a audio video frames, we can identify several objects. Means there are several solution over there. You can visit to that link to know more about the Mediapipe. And you can install in Python by using pip install Mediapipe, and you can import import Mediapipe as np. And if you go there, there are the means solution are presented right now. There are total 16 solution are presented there. So there are you can use it by not only using the Python. You can use it in a JavaScript and different other languages such as R, JavaScript, etc. And here the solution like face detection, face marks, iris, hand, posture, heuristic, hair segment, and many more. So here we use the hand segment, means a hand solution. So we take it over, we take it, and there the in a hand solution there is a landmark are presented over there. So landmark, we will use it is very important in our project that whatever we just use our gesture, it is a part, it is a one kind of a part in our hand mark. So yeah, so here are the hand marks are presented as shown in these images. So we will move. So it is an example that how after implementing Mediapipe, how is it look like. So you can see here my hand also been working under the Mediapipe, right? And yeah, we will move. Yeah, now we will discuss about the OpenCV. So OpenCV is one kind of a library, open source library, and here we can create it some 2D and 3D models in Python. There you can use several other languages such as JavaScript, C, C++, and many more. You can visit to opencv.org for more details, for getting more details. And if you want to install in Python, you just write pip install opencv dash python, and you can implement by using import as cv, right? And yeah, so we will discuss earlier all the operation we are done in virtual presentation. So they are the operation like previous and next slide we will just do here, right? There is a pointer over here, there is a draw, right? And there is a undo. Yeah, so yeah, and the main important things that it only recognize the right hand only, because I have done my program in such a way. Because I just first I just want to show that if I just go here to here, it will start from the middle of the camera, and it will go further until the end of this camera, right? If I go, yeah, at the end of the camera, right? So on the basis of that, here the area where I can use my all the operation, means the draw operation, pointer operation, and undo operation. But these next and previous slide are done by above this green line, right? And here the rough sheet I just presented over there that you can easily write here. So here it is a prototype, so it is not working too much perfect, but it is a good concept or idea, you can say, right? And here the it is a tutorial for the virtual board. We will see earlier that. Okay, so now we will discuss about the code, that what code we are written here. So first of all, I created my own first of all, I just imported some of the modules like OpenCV, OS, and hand tracker and NumPy in our main .py. I'm just discussing about the virtual presentation. So first of all, I just introduce my new means own created uh, own user created module. So here it is my own created user module, right? And in this module I just import OpenCV, Mediapipe and math. So yeah, first of all I just created a class name as a hand detector. Inside class there is a data member. So by default I just give some of the values of these arguments, and those values are here. So here we will discuss about it, what those arguments are working. So first we will discuss about the mode is a kind of a static mode. We will means it will capture by image or directly video or not. So I just capture by image. And then there is a maximum hand. So here I just by default I give the two hand over there, and detection concentration is at 50% and minimum tracking concentration is a 50%. So what is detection concentration actually? So it is a means it is a threshold to means confidentially consider the hand as an hand, right? If I just show hand instant hand, so how much percentage the computer can detect it is a hand, so it is in that way we can use it, right? And here we can just give the tip id, so we will know about the landmark. So according to the landmark we just give the tip of the finger. And I just implement several data function over there like find hand. Generally find hand help us to identify the hand, our hand, and also it will easily find the landmark of present in our hand, right? And there is another member function over there, that is a finger up. Here with the using of the finger up we can easily understand that which finger is shown, means we which finger is open and which finger is closed, right? It is very important. This member this method is very important, and this also, because without identify the hand, how we can use it, right? And in the I created another data function, that is a find distance, but in our project it is not necessary. Generally in the find distance we can just find the distance between the two landmark of our two index finger of both hand, right? Now we will implement means we can use it here in a main.py. And yeah, so here we just give the gesture. So first of all we just give a gesture threshold. So why we will this give gesture threshold? So generally gesture threshold having the x, we know that the images started means start from left, means the x value is start from x to means left to right, and y direction is start from up to button, up to button, right? And so I just give here the y direction, that is 300 pixel. If the y direction is above the 300 pixel, then the first gesture, that means the thumb gesture, and the thumb gesture is working for the previous slide, for showing the previous slide. It will just switches, means it will show the previous image. So whatever we implement, all the presentation are in form of a image, and we capture those image in form of a list. So it will show the previous image inside a list, right? And here we can see that it is for the little finger, which is used for the next slide. So it will, the image will be means added, and it will show the next image. There is another gesture we will add it here, that is the index finger and middle finger for the pointer. So we use index finger and the middle finger to use as a pointer. So by using the OpenCV, we will just created a normal 2D circle for using this pointer. And in the another gesture, in a gesture 4, we will use only index finger for draw. So in draw we can use this again. We will show a 2D circle where we will show the pointing where it start a draw, and there is an annotation. So generally whenever we just draw, it will start it will first we will implement as a false. Annotation start is a false. Whenever it will find that index finger is open, then it will automatically where it is, yeah, it automatically turns into true, and it will add it one by one in this annotation list, right? And in the last gesture, that is three finger for the undo or erase. Yeah, here we can just pop that's last annotation, list of last annotation. So here it is this undo function over here. And yeah, that's all for the presentation in a virtual presentation. Now we will show my where it is a virtual board. So in virtual board everything is similar, but there is a little concept that in here we just means we can just split it three different we can means merge three different filter into one. So I will show that how is it work. If I just show that how is it show like this, if I just splitted this three filter. Give me a second to open up. Yeah, so the first filter is a inverse filter, that is a canvas, and this is the our image. So generally image is captured by our camera, and in a canvas generally whatever we just draw it will show here. And in inverse it is used for means it is used for erase the whatever we just draw, it will help to erase that thing, right? So if I go there, if I erase here, yeah, if I erase here and I just move my camera here, so we can easily identify that what will happen actually. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. So I just take a red one, and here I just draw a line, right? Here I just draw something. If I just go and I take green, so you can see that in camera there is a as expected it was shown. In a canvas whatever we just draw in a camera, it will show there, means it will merge over here. And in a inverse it is a kind of a black and white, wherever it will get the color it will show the black, right? And if I just want to erase it, so I just choose this eraser and I just erase it, it will also erase easily, right? So mainly there are three different screen over here. So all the screen are merged together and I just implement this whatever you just see, right? So that's all for my project, and I hope are you like it, and all the source code presentation are been you can get in the description. And Here in here you can, in the description you can find, you can easily find those source code, and the presentation and the documentation also presented over there in the description. And yeah, and thank you for the thank you for the previous video, to give too much appreciate for us. And thanks a lot. Bye bye, take care.